911. How can I help you? Ma'am, are you there?
Yes, he's stealing my kids. He killed all my kids. He shot them in the head. Go to my fucking head!
Who is this person?
He killed all my kids. He killed all my kids.
You mean with a handgun?
He killed all my kids. Yes.
How many people has he shot?
4.
4 people? His name is...
They said he killed himself. He's at my house.
How old is he?
He's 42, I think.
No, white, black, or Hispanic?
He's white. Get the cops here now.
They're on their way. I have to ask these questions so they can know what he looks like. What's he wearing? What kind of... the color of his shirt and pants?
No, I'm not there. I'm not there.
You're not on scene?
I'm not on scene. I'm on my way home from work. My oldest son. Now, please.
What is your oldest son's name? Ma'am, the police are already on the way. I have to ask these questions. Ma'am, give me your son's name and phone number so I can call him.
He's dead. He's fucking dead.
Your son who called passed away? Let me get your name then.
Get to my fucking house, please.
Ma'am, I said we're on the way. Give me your name, please, and your phone number.
Teresa Kennedy.
Teresa Kennedy, what is your phone number? How far away from the house are you, Teresa?
Like a couple miles.
Give me your son's phone number anyway.
I don't know it offhand. He's fucking dead.
What's your son's name? Just give it to me anyway. Thank you, ma'am. What kind of car will you be arriving in, ma'am?
I'm in a white Dodge Ram, or a fucking white Dodge Durango. Can every single fucking talk to my house now?
We do, ma'am. That's what we do. One moment.
Listen, I want you to know I work for the federal government, okay?
All right, Teresa. We have several units en route, okay? I told them that you're going to be en route in your car. All right? Try and drive safely as you can. All right? Deputies are on the way.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So...
Go ahead. Ask your question.
No, I just want to know, are the cops going to be there? Like,
ma'am, I said that numerous times. We have numerous officers. Not one, not two, not three. Numerous. And they've all been en route since the moment you called.
Okay.
Goodbye.
All right, bye.
Once officers arrive, they realize they've been lied to and that the woman in the middle of a custody battle called the cops and said her husband just unalived each of her kids. However, they find the kids safe at school and, well, this is her justification for the false 911 call.
What made you tell dispatch somebody was shot in the head in that house?
Because he carries a gun and he said over his dead body would he release the kids to me.
Okay.
And he withheld the kids from me in the court order. So if he's going to do that, we have an open case. It's not very common in an open case that you withhold kids and then you return the kids with pictures of them. I have my phone right now. I can show you my daughter's face. I can show you my son's broken toe and the message to my daughter.
Do you understand the kind of response that you get if you say somebody's shot in the head? Do you understand like what kind of response you're going to get? Like police, medical personnel, do you understand who would respond and how many personnel would respond to that scene? You do understand that, right? Okay. Who dropped your kids off at school this morning? Or do they go on the bus?
My ex doesn't takes them on the bus.
They take the bus? Okay. You have your kids, do they have phones? You have their numbers? Have you made contact with them at all today?
Well, we did, and they're fine. Just so you know.
So you had no reason to believe, no legitimate reason to believe that house and your kids were at your house and he had a gun there currently and shot them. Either one of them or himself. You had no legitimate reason to believe that, correct?
Because he withheld the court order with his actions.
Right now, today, did you have
when you made that call,
reason to believe that? Tell me what the legitimate reason
the
to believe
legitimate
that
reason would be
shot
that
one of your
he
kids.
didn't win the court hearing and then I won.
It's not reasonable. What's reasonable today in the last hour that made you make that phone call that somebody was shot in the head in that house?
That was it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You
So
have
I'm saying
camera-
That's not reasonable, right?
You have cameras at the house, right? Okay. You have access to those cameras on your phone? Did you ever once check the cameras to see if anybody has come and gone before calling the police?
I was on my way home. I didn't. I haven't even been home yet.
What time did you leave for work?
8.
8? The kids left from the same house? Or house? So what made you even believe that the kids were at your house?
Well, last time this happened, he broke the court order, and I wasn't even allowed to go to the school. This was on their first day of school. This happened. I wasn't allowed to take the kids to school. He won't even let me have the kids off the bus. So he's breaking the court order. They said he was afraid that he was going to do it again. So that I don't have any more answers than that.
When's the last time you saw your kids?
Yesterday,
Yesterday, what time?
from 4 to 8.
PM? So you haven't heard from them at all since 8 p.m.?
I usually don't talk to them during the day when they're at school.
Do you talk to them at all? Do you coordinate picking kids up or anything with him?
The court order is from 4 to 8, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and every other weekend.
Tuesdays and Thursdays and every other weekend? Okay.
Is this weekend coming up not your weekend, right?
It is.
Or is your weekend?
Today, Saturday, Sunday.
So there's no court order, there's no reason at all that the kids should have been at the house
No,
on a Friday at 1 p.m. Okay. Go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back for me. Put your hands behind your back. Sorry, can you pat her down real quick?
Nothing on you that's gonna stick me, poke me, stab me, cut me, nothing? No.
42.
Nothing in your waistband? Raw? Just your necklace? Nothing in your hair?
To the far car over there.
Teresa was charged with felony disorderly conduct and misuse of 911.
In my purse.
Okay.
I got your purse here with your phone, your wallet.
Thank you.
Disorderly conduct, or false 911/false reporting, is the most common charge when someone knowingly makes a false police report or causes an emergency response with no real emergency. Prosecutors must show that she knowingly gave false information, intended to cause police response and public alarm, or knowingly transmitted a false report, and in this case she called the police claiming a murder in progress and her children were unalived, which triggers immediate emergency response. This is often charged as a class 4 felony in serious false report situations, which can lead to 1 to 3 years in prison, possible probation plus fines. She was also charged with false report, misuse of 911, enhanced felony type version. Illinois doesn't always label this as a separate misuse of 911 statute the way some states do, but the conduct is still prosecuted under false reporting or disorderly conduct, with felony enhancement if it caused a major emergency response. What makes it worse or felony level, claiming someone was killed involving children, large law enforcement response, school safety concerns, and potential panic and mobilization of resources. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. As always, let me know your honest thoughts on this case down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Give me your son's name and phone number so I can call him.
He's dead! He's fucking dead!
Your son who called passed away? Let me get your name then.